All right, folks, welcome back to this next episode of modeling a animatronic horror bear. In this one, we are going to try to do the bow tie real quick, mirror everything over, and get this thing ready to start rigging or texturing in the next set of videos. So first, I'm going to go to General, Reset Current. Then I'm going to go to File, Set Project, choose Fred, do a file open scene if you need to open 14, and a file save scene as, and let's call this number 15. All right, so now I'm going to make sure this is modeling. And let's start out with mirroring things over. So I'm just going to do, since we had some issues with the eyeball combining last time, I'm going to select each piece one at a time. So I've got my upper arm. I'm going to rename that left upper arm. I'm going to rename this left forearm. Then I'm going to do left top leg, left bottom leg, left foot, we'll do left leg hinge, left arm hinge, and we've got the fingers all and all that. Okay, so let's just start picking one of them. So I'm going to go to select it, go to mesh, mirror, make sure combine with originals off, hit mirror. Then I'm going to, and I think it's putting, where's it? Oh, it's way down here. I'm going to go to right, call it right top leg. Then I'm going to grab this one, do mesh, mirror, make sure combine with originals off. Call it right bottom leg. Grab the hinge, mesh, mirror. Right. And now his foot, mesh, mirror. Right foot. Okay, so that should give him his full design there. And I'm going to grab his upper arm, mesh, mirror. Everything's good. Call it right, upper arm, and right lower forearm. We'll get mesh, mirror. Then we'll do the hand. Um, the pointer, middle, And then pinky. Then I need to do the hinge. All right, so let's kind of step back, look at him. Looks pretty good. All right, so next, let's go ahead and do his bow tie. And I'm actually going to go ahead and select all of these objects real quick. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit history delete, which a lot of these I got to figure out. Okay, that's the upper arm. I don't know why it got stuck inside there because I don't need it in there. So if you wound up with these where they're inside of them, you just click the drop down and then drag it out of there. And then you can get rid of this piece. So drag that out. I must have hit something that made them into a new group, or one of my settings was marked so it made the new group. So I'm just dragging all these out of their groups here. If you middle mouse hold, it allows you to, oops, don't do that. Don't get rid of the actual model. But middle mouse, hold the wheel down. It'll allow you to drag it out of there. So it's not planned, but it is what it is. I'd rather fix it now than run into an issue later. And it put that number 2 on everything, and it's going to bother me, but I'll clean that up later. All right, so I think we've got him now. I'm going to select all those now, and I'm going to do freeze, or clear history, freeze transfer, and now they should all be nice and cleaned up. So now what I want to try to do real quick is I want to work on the bow tie. So let's go to front view, and I think I'm just going to use a cube. So I'm going to bring that cube up. I'll go ahead and call it bow tie. I'm going to scale it down to fit the front of his little bow tie here. And we'll probably wind up cutting it in half and just doing the one side, getting it nice, then mirroring it. Scale it a little bit thinner here. Let's actually pull it out some because otherwise it's hiding inside of him. Let's get the shape done and then we'll modify it. I'm going to go to face mode. Then I'm going to go Control E. I'm just going to pull that all the way out to about right here. Scale it up. I may do a little more to it. I'm going to Control E again, pull it out, scale it down. Then I'm going to go to Edit Mesh. sorry, mesh tools, insert edge loop. I'm going to insert an edge loop right on the center line. Then I'm going to insert one probably right about here so I can pull it down some. One right here. And I think I'm going to do some on the middle as well so I can create that little indentation. All right, then I'm going to go to vertex mode. I'm going to pull these down. Pull these out a little to create kind of an arc. Pull that up a hair. And then actually, let's go ahead and do another mesh tools, insert edge loop. And I'm going to do one right here and right here. I'm going to go to edge mode. I'm going to select this edge right here. And I'm going to scale it down. All right. Then I'm going to go to face mode. Delete all these faces. And I think I'm going to go ahead and trying to look at how to rotate it and such. But first, let's grab this face, Control E, grab my scale tool, scale it down some, and then just tuck it in. Get like not so defined, but just enough. Then I'm going to grab this face, pull it out some. I may actually grab all of these faces too. And pull them out some. Let's just see what that looks like if I smooth it. Yeah, it works. Doesn't look bad actually. So I think we're gonna go with that. So I'm gonna unsmooth that. Now, before I mirror it, I'm gonna try to get it to match his chest. So first things I'm gonna do is kind of rotate the angle this way. So it kind of lays on there. Pull it out some till that one touches kind of right there. Then I'm going to rotate it a hair that way. And now let's go to vertex mode. I'm gonna grab, I think, try to grab all of these, which I missed a couple. Then I'm gonna try to rotate those back a little bit and grab my move tool and push them back a little bit. Oops, missed one up there. Now let's rotate those back and then push them back. All right, I think that will do. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do object mode. I'm gonna go to edit mesh, or sorry, mesh, mirror, and this time I want to combine it with the original. Then I'm gonna clear the history, freeze transformations. All right, so now we got a little bow tie on him. So finally, let's see if we can just knock out some teeth real fast. They don't got to be anything fancy. Probably make, let's see, he's got 8 of them showing. So let's just do, I think we're just going to use spheres. I'm going to grab my sphere, pull it up, and I'm going to scale it down in the front view. Going to pull it down into place. I think what we'll do is probably just make one like this and one of these pointy ones, or arced ones. And so I'm going to scale it down a little further, kind of getting it to where it's about the width of the tooth. Kind of hide it in there. And we go to vertex mode. Let's actually go ahead and hide the bottom jaw. Oh, that's why I need to bring that sphere forward because it's hidden inside of it, so I can't actually reach it. All right, so now let's go to vertex mode there. I'm really just going to select like these, kind of start pulling them up. And as I do that, I'll scale them down, move them into place. And we could do these teeth in a lot of different ways. I'm just going to go ahead and do this because I think it'll be just fine. So I'm going to pull that up, get it close to the tip. Then I'm going to scale it down some more. And grab this one, pull it up, scale it. Something like that. And I can just kind of tweak it if needed as I go to create the shape that I want. Once I get the tooth that I like, I'm going to go ahead and go to object mode. I want to turn back on my bottom jaw. So I want to see if it's sticking out of there at all. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. But once I get it the way I want, I'm going to go ahead and pull it forward a hair. Let's see what it looks like when I smooth it. Yeah, I mean, it needs some work. Um, so let me just, I want to get it right before I mirror it. All right, so that looks better. That was smooth. So I'm going to unsmooth it. Then I'm going to go ahead and call it, uh, we'll just call it tooth one because we're not going to really control these separately or anything. So then I'm going to go to Windows, Mesh, or sorry, Mesh, Mirror. I'm going to turn off Combine, tell it to mirror. So now I've got those two. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do probably just take this one, move it over, and we'll just rotate it to make it look different. go 90 degree, or not 90, 180, and I move it into place. Make sure that it's hidden in the jaw. Bring it forward some. Oh, my bad. Don't move it yet. Do Control D before you do that. Dragging it out of here again. Getting rid of that. So do Control D, then move it over. Move it into place. Rotate it 180 degrees on the Y. That way it looks different from the first one. Kind of pull it over. And then we'll pull it forward some to get it in there. Actually, you can grab, I think, both of those two. Pull them forward a little more. All right, then I'm going to select this. I'm going to go to Mesh, Mirror, Combine with Originals off. Then I'm going to hit Mirror. Again, it made another group. I'm just going to pull it out of that group. Delete the group. All right. And now I'm going to, I think honestly, just to save time, I'm going to take one of these, or actually start with this one, do Control D. I'm going to pull it up here. And I'm just going to flip it over 180 on the X and pull it into place. Go up here, see what it looks like. Pull it in there. May even scale it up a little bit to fill more of that space there. Actually, just pull it up into the roof there and then scale it up. All right. Then I'm going to do edit mesh, or mesh, sorry. Mirror, pull it out of its group again. Get rid of that guy. And finally, my last one, I'm going to take, I think one of these again, and I'm going to do Control D, pull it up into place. I'm going to flip it again on the X 180, pull it up there, pull it forward. And then finally do another mesh mirror. All right, and I'm gonna pull that one out of its group. All right, so we got the teeth done now. So again, I'm gonna one last time select everything for right now. Actually, let's go ahead and get rid of these twos. I don't want them. They'll bother me. You can leave them if you want, but I just don't like it. I'm just clicking and taking that two off of each one of these. Just a little cleanup real quick. We'll do some more cleanup before we start at the start of the next video. But this video, as it comes to an end, will have us close to having our guy ready to go. So I'm going to select all of these again, all of my meshes. I'm going to go ahead and clear the history, freeze transformations, modify pivot. And now we should pretty much have a little bear ready to add color, ready to add a rig to it. So I'm going to go ahead and do a file save. And then in the next video, we will continue with him. All right, we'll see you in the next video.